Merci. Bon, sur la Chine et les États-Unis.
Thank you. On China and the United States, we must remember that Europe is ahead. It's positive for Europe. We already have a legal basis. We already have a strategy in place. It's already been devised. It was done so in 2024. I was in the European Parliament when it was done. And now we want to deploy that strategy and to accelerate it, given the geopolitical context globally. But in reality, Europe is a step ahead, including vis-à-vis the US. So the race for raw materials is now beginning. And people are waking up to the importance of rare earths and raw materials, but Europe is moving quickly. Now, you've touched on a couple of issues there, sustainability and our capacity to allow financing to come through. Because if we put a label on these projects, that will give them economic visibility without putting a cent of public funds, it would have an impact already on the investment market. So with that label, the European label, being attached to these projects, there would be that advantage. Now, secondly, these projects have been chosen because we think they fit in with the 2030 project, and we think they're capable of producing before 2030. So it's part of our de-risking, our capacity to produce at a European level. So all the criteria that were contained in the Act, those criteria strengthen our strategy. Now, there might be differences when it comes to production, but that's an industrial issue. It's really an issue for the heads of businesses, those involved in exports and mining. Same goes for recycling, processing. So we will strive to go faster and reduce as much as possible the timeframes and deadlines. Now, there's a deadline that I spoke about, 27 months. That deadline is perfectly understandable. It's not a minimum deadline or a time frame. It's all inclusive. So it's a maximum deadline, and we hope the projects will be even quicker.